Okay, so get this. We're diving into a K-drama, but this one is different. I promise you. This one is called When the Stars Gossip. And, well, it's gotten some pretty interesting reviews.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's on Netflix. And I was reading this review from the South China Morning Post,
Okay.
and they were talking about all these crazy plot points, like cheating astronauts and like a winning lottery ticket just floating around in space.
Wait, a lottery ticket?
Yeah, like out in space, like debris, but it's a winning lottery ticket.
That's wild.
Yeah, and like zero gravity, you know?
Oh my God.
So it sounds pretty wild, right? It doesn't sound like your typical space opera.
Yeah, it sounds like they're really leaning into the drama and romance part, even though it's in space.
Yeah, I think you might be right, because the review is saying that it's kind of a common thing in Korean sci-fi dramas where they kind of focus more on the drama and the relationships than like the hard sci-fi concepts.
It's like they're not really going for like a deep exploration of space and like the science behind it.
Yeah, and you know what's really surprising is that this show has a massive budget, like 35 million US dollars.
Wow.
Yeah, so you'd think with that kind of money, they would like really go all out on the special effects and the science fiction elements.
Right? You would think so.
But it seems like that's not really the case here.
It is interesting, though, because you would assume big budget equals like amazing sci-fi.
Right.
But the review did mention something about the people who made the show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they've mostly done romantic comedies before, so it seems like they maybe went into this with the idea of making a romantic drama and just decided to set it in space.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, like the space station is just like a backdrop for the love story.
Yeah, so it's more about the gossip than the stars, I guess.
Pretty much.
But you know what else the review said? It said that, like, good science fiction needs to have a strong central idea,
Yeah.
not just a cool setting. What do you think they meant by that?
Well, it's kind of like if you go to see a play in a theater, the set design can be amazing, like really impressive.
Yeah.
But if the story isn't good, then the whole play falls apart.
Right.
It's the same with science fiction. The visuals and special effects can be really cool, but if there's not a strong idea behind it, then it's not going to be truly engaging.
So it needs, like, a deeper meaning.
Yeah, like something that makes you think about bigger issues, like the relationship between humanity and technology, or the ethical implications of scientific advancements, stuff like that.
Yeah, like those movies that really stick with you.
Exactly, like Arrival. Have you seen that one?
Yeah, that one was amazing.
Right. They used alien contact as a way to explore how we communicate and understand each other.
Yeah, and like Kataka, that one really made you think about genetic engineering and how it could affect society.
Right. And that's what good science fiction does. It uses these fantastical concepts to say something about the human experience.
So you're saying that this show, When the Stars Gossip, might be missing that.
Well, that's what the reviews seem to be suggesting.
Okay, so maybe it's not going to be like super thought-provoking hard sci-fi, but I gotta say, I'm still kind of intrigued by those plot points, like the cheating astronauts and the lottery ticket in space.
I mean, it does sound kind of fun.
Yeah, so how do you think those elements could play out, even if it's more of a romance-focused story?
Well, let's think about the cheating astronaut storyline.
Okay.
Being stuck on a space station is already pretty intense. It's like a pressure cooker up there. So imagine how that kind of environment would affect relationships. Like trust becomes even more important because you're literally relying on each other for survival.
Yeah.
So if someone betrays that trust, it could have some serious consequences.
So it could be like a really interesting exploration of how relationships are tested under extreme circumstances.
Exactly. And then you have the whole lottery ticket thing.
Yeah, like what's the deal with that?
Well, a lottery ticket is all about hope, right? Yeah. It's like a chance to escape your current life and start fresh.
And it's just floating out there in the vastness of space.
Yeah, it's like the symbol of how even in the future, people are still looking for a way out of their problems.
Yeah, that's a really interesting way to think about it.
It's like saying no matter where we go or how advanced we become, we're always going to be searching for something more.
So maybe When the Stars Gossip will surprise us.
It could be more than just a fun romantic drama.
Yeah, maybe it will actually have some deeper meaning hidden in there.
Yeah, like a commentary on the human condition disguised as a space romance.
Well, I don't know about you, but you've convinced me.
Really?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to check out When the Stars Gossip.
I think you should. It might surprise you.
Yeah, and who knows, maybe it'll spark some interesting conversations.
I think it will, especially with all those crazy plot points.
Yeah. So what do you think, listeners, will we see more of this kind of lighthearted rom-com sci-fi in the future?
I don't know. Hard to say, but it's definitely an interesting trend.
Yeah, maybe When the Stars Gossip is just the beginning.
Maybe it's a sign of things to come.
Let us know what you think. Hit us up on social media. And tell us if you're planning to watch When the Stars Gossip.
We'd love to hear your thoughts.
And until next time, keep exploring the universe of K-dramas. And who knows, maybe we'll find even more hidden gems out there.
There's always something new to discover.
All right, that's it for this deep dive. We'll catch you next time.